Officials are calling it potentially the, quote, first real evidence of missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. Investigators say the debris found just off the coast of Africa might belong to the plane that disappeared 16 months ago.
Part of a wing was found on Reunion Island. That's just east of Madagascar. Seth Doane has more.
The wreckage that washed ashore is believed to be the part of a wing called a flaperon. Its dimensions are consistent with a Boeing 777 aircraft. This morning, Australia's Deputy Prime Minister Warren Truss called the find a major lead.
There is a number on the parts, BB670. That is not a serial number or a registration number, but it's possible that it could be a maintenance number.
Truss said investigators will also examine barnacles on the wreckage to determine if they're consistent with something floating in the ocean for around 500 days. The debris was discovered about 2,300 miles west of where searchers have been scouring the sea floor of the southern Indian Ocean in a 46,000 square mile search area off the coast of Australia. Australian authorities say models suggest the wreckage could have floated that far, carried by ocean currents.
When you find a part like this, historically what we have found is you will find other parts in the area.
CBS News transportation safety expert Mark Rosenker says investigators will be poring over the part of the wing recovered, looking for clues.
Was this metal torn? Was it crumpled? Had it been ripped? In some way, shape, or form, is it pockmarked? Does it have any type of char on it, which would indicate a fire? All of that is going to be very important.
Local media is now reporting a suitcase has been found, but the families of the 239 passengers and crew on board have endured plenty of false leads before.
We've been through this many times.
K.S. Narendran's wife was one of the passengers.
I think it's really not helped us to either keep expectations high or to, in a sense, hope for some quick answers.
Seth Doane joins us now. Seth, what happens next with the debris? Where does it go?
Well, that debris we've just learned will be shipped to Toulouse, France, and will be investigated further there.
Seth, what kind of clues are they looking for now in this area?
Well, as Mark Rosenker explained in that piece, they're really looking for anything that could identify it, both what might have happened to the plane. They'll be looking for anything like debris, pock marks on the wing itself, or anything that shows a fire or twisted metal. Of course, they will also be looking for a serial number, something that could connect it to that specific missing airplane.
Seth, in your piece, you mentioned there have been so many false leads for these families. How are the victims' families reacting to this piece of news?
Well, Meg, so far they've been extremely cautious and very quiet for the most part. This is something that they've gone through for the last nearly 17 months, and we've sat in family members, victims' family members' living rooms and heard from them saying how difficult it is to watch satellite images released, saying, oh, is this a piece of debris, or is this a possible lead, and the roller coaster of emotions that they feel. You know, in many ways, they want some sort of closure, but confirmation would really close this chapter for them. In many cases, victims' families are still holding on to hope, if you can believe it, so many months later that their loved ones might still be alive.
Such a long time for them. Seth Doane in Beijing, thank you so much.